Hello learners and welcome to Self-Learning. As self-learning helps to improve your skills. Hence, this time it brings an important topic, that is subject-verb agreement. But before we start, do not forget to like, comment and subscribe the channel. Also hit the bell icon to get new notifications from Self-Learning. So let's begin. As the word itself says, subject and verb that agree. So let's look at its rules with examples. But first we need to know what is a subject. A subject is the person or thing who performs the action in a sentence. It usually denotes what the activity is about, who or what performs the action. Example, you were great in class today. Now this you is a subject here. What is a verb? Verb is the action performed by the subject. Example, she was eating her lunch very slowly. Now what was the action happening? Eating, was eating. How to identify subject, verb and object in a sentence? Ask yourself, who is performing action? That's the subject. Then identify what subject is performing. That's verb. Now let's look at this example. The girls go to bed early. For the above sentence, who is performing? Yes, girls. What are they doing? Going. Where are they going? To bed. It means the ones who are performing, girls, they are subject, action is going, and on what is the action done, that is to going on bed. So this is an object. Now, if we have subject singular, that is he, she, or any singular, my friend, my teacher, my mom, my parent, it, Sarah, any name, then we have singular verbs, usually having s or es at the end. We have is, has, was, and if we are using the first form of the verb, then we use es or as with the verb. So singular subject, singular verb. Same goes with plural subject. If we have subject we, they, I, you, students, teachers, countries, friends, parents, all plural subject. Then we have plural verbs. That means we have are, were, have, or if we are using first form of the verb, then do not use s or es with it. So plural subject, plural verb. Now let's look at its rules. If the subject is singular, verb must be singular too. If your subject is singular, verb should be singular. That means there should be s or es in the verb. She plays every day. She plays every day. Now let's look at another. If the subject is plural, verb must also be plural. They play every day. Now here we have plural subject, so we will not use s or es in the verb. Use a plural verb when the sentence subject consists of two or more nouns or pronouns joined by n. Example, John and Sam play every day. Now here we have actually two nouns, John, Sam. That means it's plural. So we will not use S or ES in the verb. If two singular subjects are joined together, using either or neither nor, use a singular verb. Example, either the cat or dog eats. Now here this cat, this dog, both are singular and they are joined with either or. So that means we are talking about any one that's singular. So that's we will use S or ES in the verb. If two plural subjects are joined together using either or neither nor, use a plural verb. Example, either the cats or the dogs eat. Now here this cats or dogs, no matter we are talking about any one category, either there will be cats or there will be dogs, but these cats and these dogs both are plural. So we will use plural verb with it, that is, we will not use S or ES with the verb. If one subject, singular subject, is joined to one plural subject using either or neither nor, then the subject closer to the verb determines agreement. It means no matter you are using either or neither nor, but the subject which is near the verb, we look at that. Either the cats or the dog eats. Now here the dog is near to the verb and it's singular. That's why we have used singular subject. Neither the cat nor the dogs eat. Now again the dogs here is taken as plural. So we do not use S or ES here. Singular verb is used with uncountable nouns. Now it is very important to make sure that whenever there is uncountable noun, we consider verb also as singular. Money, uncountable. So we consider it as single and we use singular subject and verb with it. Money is important to live a stable life. Milk is too hot. Now these both are uncountable. So with uncountable, we use singular verbs. Similarly, if your sentence has each one, everyone, anyone, anybody, nobody, someone, one of the, and no one, they are all considered as single words and phrases that require a singular verb. Examples: nobody was present yesterday in the class. Now this nobody is taken as singular. That's why we have used here was. Somebody has punctured the tire of my car. Again, this somebody is taken as singular. That's why we have used here has, not have. One of the boys was punished by the teacher. Now this one of the boys, remember, we are not considering the boys here. This actually we focus on one. One of the boys, that means we are talking about only one, that is singular. And we will use singular subject and verb with it. Let's look at some more examples. So, plural subject, plural verb. All cats like chicken. Now cats is plural, like plural verb. So plural subject, plural verb. Singular subject, singular verb. The price of oranges is too high. Now again you need to focus here, what is the subject? What we are talking about? We are talking about the price. We are not talking about oranges. The price is taken as uncountable. That means singular subject, so singular verb. I hope your concept of subject-verb agreement is clear now. Thank you for watching Self Learning. Happy learning!